Hey, my name is Jim, and I want to welcome you to my man cave kitchen. Hey boys and girls, how y'all doing? Welcome to Jim's Man Cave Kitchen. I am Jim, go figure. So today, I gotta tell you folks, I wasn't gonna video today because we're just having burgers. And I thought, you know what? They're not just burgers. Other people video their burgers. These are Jim's Man Cave burgers. Don't downplay your burgers. So today, folks, I'm going to show you Jim's Man Cave burgers. We start with, I'm going to put on these gloves here because I'm going to mix this hamburger meat. So we start here. I got 1.5 pounds of fresh ground chuck from my local meat market in the bowl. This is real simple. You can overkill a burger. Sometimes simple is better. It's one thing I've learned. I learned this at school, and I learned this working in a couple different restaurants. You don't have to overkill everything. You don't need 1,000 seasonings and spices to make something good. A few simple ingredients, sometimes simple is better. That's all you need. So we're going to add to this about 1/2 cup of minced dehydrated onions, compliments of my cousins Wendy and Timmy. In the pool. We're going to go with some Worcestershire sauce. About a tablespoon, maybe 2. We're going to put in here a little bit of coarse ground mustard. About a tablespoon. And of course, a teaspoon of kosher salt. A couple turns of black pepper. And that's it. We're going to mix all this up by hand. Also, sometimes your hand is the best tool to use. You don't always need a kitchen gadget. You don't always need a big fancy mixer. The good Lord gave you these hands to mix stuff. So, I'll tell you, that smells good. So that's that. I'm going to cover these up with some aluminum foil. And I'm going to put it in the fridge and let all these flavors come together and mingle for a little while. And later on this afternoon, we'll cook them up on the barbecue back here on the Pit Boss Grill. So when I first decided to do burgers tonight, my first thought was that we'll do burgers and I'll air fry some frozen French fries or some tots. But the more I thought about it, I thought to myself, Jim, you can do better than that. So, still working out of this basket of goodies from my buddy's garden. So we're going to make a side dish out of this zucchini. And real quick, we're going to whip up some condiments. I'm going to slice up this tomato, also from my friend's garden. I slaps up this onion from my local farmer market. We're going to make an aioli. An aioli is nothing but a fancy word for garlic mayonnaise. Yep, mayonnaise and garlic. Mix them together, you have an aioli. You can kick up your aioli however you want, but your basic aioli is garlic and mayonnaise. I like a little cayenne in mine, but I'm cooking for Mom, so we're not going to go there. What else? We're going to make zucchini planks, and we're going to grill them. But first, I'm going to cut this zucchini into planks, and I'm going to mix up some pesto and some lemon juice and brush it over the top of our planks, and then sprinkle some grated Parmesan cheese over the top of that. We're going to throw it in the fridge and let it marinate, and then we will grill them later on when we're grilling our burgers. So bear with me for a few minutes while I do some slicing and dicing and get our condiments and our side dishes prepped up. And there we go, folks. Lickety split, in no time at all, we have all of our condiments prepped and ready to go, and we have our side dish prepped and ready to go on the grill. I like to weigh out my hamburger meat when I'm making burgers. I actually started doing this a long time ago, just being frugal. When my kids were still at home, I would buy the ginormous packs, family packs of meat on sale, and I would weigh it up into 1 pound portions and package it all up like that and throw it in the freezer. And then, you know, some nights we had a cupboard full of hamburger helper, and when I was working, the kids could pull out one baggie of hamburger meat, one box of hamburger helper, and they could make themselves something to eat. And I patted out hamburgers, weighed the hamburger meat, patty out hamburgers, and package them up and freeze them as well. So, and it also, another thing it does, besides being frugal, if you're cooking burgers for a crowd, you know exactly how much hamburger meat you need to buy. When I'm cooking and doing a big cookout and I'm cooking for a lot of people, I make 1/3 pound hamburgers. So you get 3 burgers per pound. And general rule of thumb, when I'm figuring, I figure 1 burger per lady and 2 per man, 1 per child, 2 per teenage boy. Just a rule of thumb, it works out pretty good. Personally, I like a 1/2 pound burger, 8 ounces. 1/4 pound burgers, it's just not enough. Anything over a 1/2, I think is too big, it's too much. So a 1/2 pound burger is just right, and that's my personal preference. There's 2 rules of thumb. My mother and I are on the polar opposite sides of the spectrum. She likes a small, thin, flat burger that's cooked all the way through. We're going to cook this thing to death, I'm telling you. I like my 1/2 pound burgers thick and juicy and cooked medium, maybe medium rare. So I'm going to weigh out tear out our scale, get it on ounces. I'm going to weigh out 2 8-ounce burgers. There's one. There's two. And my mom's, since she likes hers mashed out flat and cooked to death, I'm gonna weigh her out a couple 6-ounce burgers. There we go. Perfect. We got 2 half-pounders and we got 2 6-ounces. Just like that. Alright. Just a light sprinkle of kosher salt right over the top. And a turn of the pepper mill. And back in the fridge they go. I will pull them out when I light the charcoal so they come up to room temp before we throw them on the grill. Alright, we got everything on the grill and everything is just about done. And my, oh my, it's gonna be so good. I can't even wait. But I don't have to wait much longer because it's all but done. Have a look. Up here we got our burgers. We got mine with pepper jack cheese and Mom likes hers American. We got our grilled zucchini going on there. Remember we brushed that with the pesto and then sprinkled it with grated Parmesan cheese. We got toasted brioche buns going on right here. And in this pan over here, thick sliced bacon from our local meat market. Boys and girls, it just doesn't get much better than this. I'm certain that this is a mom approved man cave meal before I even take it in. Until next time, this is Jim's Man Cave Kitchen.